In the warm glow of our cozy living room, my wife brushed me aside with a casual, flippant remark to her new boss. He's just here. Not her partner, not her beloved, just a shadow hovering nearby. I stood silently, forcing a faint smile that masked a burning anger. Without a word, I slipped into the cool night air, the door closing softly behind me, as if it were any ordinary evening. Moments later, his phone vibrated on the porch. I peeked through the window as he picked it up. His confident smirk faltered, his face drained of color, eyes meeting mine with a flicker of fear. In that fleeting moment, he understood everything had changed. We had met in college. Her vibrant spirit, a striking contrast to my quiet demeanor, her impulsiveness balancing my careful nature. She showed me that chaos could be enchanting, that trust could feel unbreakable. Together, we built a life, a modest house, a thriving business, a world that felt invincible. I never imagined I would need to guard myself against a woman who slept beside me. But time exposes people, or perhaps reveals who they truly are. It began with long nights at the office, then a new fragrance she claimed was a gift from colleagues. I noticed laughter over texts quickly concealed. I saw it all, yet remained silent. Silence has a way of coaxing hidden truths into the light. One night, she left her laptop open, reckless, or perhaps overconfident. A video call glowed on the screen, his face illuminated, her voice soft, too soft. I did not lash out. I did not confront her. I simply closed the laptop and poured myself a glass of whiskey. Rage is fleeting. Strategy endures. Over the following weeks, I became an investigator, no longer just a spouse. I collected evidence with care. Emails, hotel receipts, time-stamped texts, discreet photos. I had names, dates, locations, and most importantly, her intentions. I uncovered the truth about her boss, a married executive at the company I had helped her join, a man whose influence balanced on a fragile reputation, vulnerable to a single scandal. So I planned my response with surgical precision. I discreetly moved funds from our joint accounts, all legally. I sold my share of our company, channeling the money into an untraceable trust. She was too absorbed in her late-night distractions to notice. Then I reached out to his wife with a simple message. You deserve the truth. Meet me tomorrow. When she saw the evidence, she did not collapse. She thanked me. Together, we orchestrated a reckoning. That evening, I returned home to find my wife radiant. New perfume, fresh makeup, a dress unfamiliar to me. She mentioned her boss would stop by for a casual dinner. Perfect. He arrived, shaking my hand with the overconfidence of a man who thought he had already won, as if he could rewrite our story. I offered him a drink, smiled, and remained silent. Then she spoke. The words that cut through me, "He's just here." That was my cue. I stepped outside and called his wife, waiting a block away, engine running, phone in hand. Moments later, his phone buzzed. From the porch, I watched his hand tremble as he answered. His face lost all color, eyes darting to mine as if I had pulled the ground out from under him. He did not yet know that his wife had already forwarded evidence, recordings, photos, and financial misdeeds to his board of directors. Within hours, his world would collapse. My wife, standing near him, noticed a shift in his expression. Confusion, terror, realization. She turned to me, eyes wide, sensing something was wrong, unaware of the full magnitude. 2 days later, the police arrived, not for me, but for him. Charges of embezzlement, corporate fraud, and forged documents piled against him. The affair was merely the spark that ignited the fire. As for her, I did not raise my voice. I did not accuse her. I simply handed her the divorce papers I had prepared weeks before. When she asked if I could ever forgive her, I replied that forgiveness was no longer mine to give. She left the next morning. The house fell silent, almost peaceful. I poured a cup of coffee, gazed out the window where I had watched a man's life unravel, and allowed a subtle smile to cross my lips. Some stay quiet, not from weakness, but from strategy.